We don't have a lot of scout and prep. We just have to do what we do. Hey, and what they do, it's been working.
It sure has. The tip is up. Ben Simmons won the tip.
Remember, his green light is evergreen.
Simmons taking all comers and having his way. Ben Simmons at 18 against Phoenix.
Utah struggled of late from downtown, just 33% from behind the arc the last 4. Inside floater off the glass, a putback. And Ben Simmons making a statement early with a couple of early buckets. Utah struggled of late from downtown, just 33% from behind the arc the last 4. Inside floater off the glass, a putback. And Ben Simmons making a statement early with a couple of early buckets. He's 6-0 as a starter for Utah. Back inside, Philly attacks, and Simmons has the first 6 for the Sixers. Simmons at the line, leans in, and RDT 7 in the quarter. He is a 17% shooter from three-point land, but 56 from the floor. And he throws down his second free throw. They go to Simmons again. No Embiid, so a bit of a faster lineup tonight. That ball nearly thrown out of bounds. Mike Scott rips it home. Simmons puts his shoulder down, turns, fires, glass, and a 10-point quarter and a timeout by Quinn Snyder.
And I think that says a lot about the people that we have on this team.
Yeah, I totally agree, and not the MO for the Jazz. Backside rebound off the miss. Simmons grabs Bogey's missed three-point shot. Simmons, 10 points. Tobias Harris was 7. Now there's a shot. Seth Curry, 5 in Orlando. That's where it all started. Then to Boston for 9, Clippers for 7, and now here in Philly. And Philly's on a, they're dialed in.
Clarkson at 37%, that's average for an NBA player.
And if you're used to seeing him as Curry responds, Clarkson in his old roles, his role is expanded here in Utah.
See if the Jazz can get a couple of stops and capitalize.
Yeah, it's been tough, T. 11 of 14 shooting as Harris goes pick and roll with Simmons, uses the left hand, and a pretty shot. 12 for Ben Simmons.
That same mentality, 3's more than 2, but the Jazz still need to get some stops.
Favors tries to slow down Simmons. He does a little flex down there in the paint, and a foul on Faves.
He's flexing right now.
3-point play, 15 in the quarter. Kind of feels like Jokic a few games back.
Sixers love that paint. They see that there's opportunities in there. They're not shooting a lot of 3s.
You mentioned the foul on Joe. Simmons at the line.
Arms interlocked.
Jordan Clarkson may have knocked knees with Simmons on that play.
Not having great starts, but knowing it's a marathon, it's not a race to get there unless you got a fast break you're trying to score.
Time stuffed the paint. Gobert wants the ball, ball's loose.
Yeah, a little too much velocity on that one by George.
Simmons runs by Ingles and Niang. A 19-point quarter. 2 minutes left. 40-30. Quite an outburst by Philadelphia. That shot deflected, blocked away by Thibault. Simmons behind the back, forces that ball back out. Tobias Harris in the paint, floater in the paint, and scores it.
Doesn't decide what he's going to do. He just reads the defense, takes the best shot.
Cutter inside, circus shot, falls down for Curry.
Whose names are going to be on that list.
Loose ball comes out. Jazz have a 3-on-2. Ingles, Bogdanovich, 3 ball. Oh, what a ride it was. Good look. It just jumped out.
Yeah, it was a great look, and credit Derek Favors for figuring out Ben Simmons on that deep attempt. One, if you're going to guard Joe on the drive, or if you're going to guard the lob.
Stolen.
And it was all about defense and trying to figure out how to keep Ben Simmons from getting where he wants right there. And it was all about defense and trying to figure out how to keep Ben Simmons from getting where he wants right there.
And again, Kawhi's not playing tonight along with Paul George, and their status will be updated day to day.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, there's so much that can happen even when guys are missing play.
Make sure you stay close. The Mark Miller Subaru halftime report Coming up, Utah's only negotiation-free Subaru retailer. Another steal. Joe, 3. Final seconds of this high-scoring first half. Curry in the paint, floats it up. The tap, no. Over the back, and the rebound by Bogey. Final seconds of this high-scoring first half. Curry in the paint, floats it up. The tap, no. Over the back, and the rebound by Bogey.
If there's any young players out there that are working on getting to the basket regardless of what size, it really is all about taking up space, going directly to the defender, making it hard for a shot blocker.
Donovan Mitchell forced the foul.
And 2 more at the line for Simmons.
And Philadelphia is 11 of 13. The Jazz have not missed a free throw thus far, 15 of 15. Joe on the wing. Again, the Jazz cannot handle the dribble, and a whistle stops the run by Simmons. Booker and Chris Paul, they combine for 54 T in that game. Little jump hook off the mark, ball's loose, and how about that? 3 players, Bogey, free throw line jumper, but he sliced through that Philadelphia defense in a hurry. Simmons the other way, high off the glass, rebound Bogdanovich.
It's just so much fun to watch guys step up for each other.
Bogey becomes the 4th Jazz band to hit double figures. Soft touch 3, Mike Scott. Those numbers are really out of sight when you really break it down. I mean, the fewest clutch minutes, that's just because they've just walked away from teams.
You know, for him to be able to do what he does, it's just beautiful, beautiful thing to watch.
He's hit 5 threes. He had a pair. He had to work for them, by the way, against the Heat.
Be sure to listen to the Sixers Talk podcast. It is presented by Wilmington University.
Doing all that he's doing, he's playing at a great pace right now, in on the defense, trying to create those kind of opportunities we've just seen.
Harris crowded in the paint. They go inside. The turn off the glass. That's patented Dwight Howard basketball. You know, really, T, Utah and Philadelphia, they've handled the ball really well tonight. 7 turnovers for the Jazz, 9 by the Sixers. And that bucket gets a hop in. Simmons in the paint. There it is. Ties his career high of 34. Bounced it just a little bit right. Simmons back on the attack. Spins over the top of Royce. Faves. Rebounds and clears to Mitchell. Jazz protecting a 14-point lead. Clarkson on a quick hitter. That one's a rare miss from 3. Ingles throws that long inbound. Here's Niang with a deep 3. Clock was running down to 2 to get a shot away. Simmons a rebound. Just past the 10-minute mark. Simmons one-on-one with O'Neal. Drives inside, lowers his shoulder. The hook shot for 2.
It's a beautiful shot.
You can see why Ben Simmons was the #1 pick. 2016 thorough LSU. All right, watch out, Philly. As we know, every team makes a run in the NBA, and Simmons scores his 40th of the night.
They're going to pick things up themselves.
Out of the timeout, Clarkson, errant pass, turnover. The 10th for Utah, and Simmons continues to add to his career high now, 42. Jordan Clarkson one-on-one. Simmons drives inside. Faves is there to meet him. The tap won't go. Out she comes, and it's rebounded out by Mitchell. Clarkson backs out. Utah spreads the floor. Jordan with the 3. Comes up short. Royce, nice hustle, saves it. Bogey will launch it deep. Bogey will launch it deep. Good look by Boyan. Simmons kicks it out. Harris nails it.
You've got to respond with your own bucket, just as Donovan Mitchell did.
Ball's down on the deck. Jazz fight for it. Royce O'Neal, good hustle. 2-on-1. Ball's down on the deck. Jazz fight for it. Royce O'Neal, good hustle. 2-on-1. Bogey waits. Here's Clarkson. Fires the 3. Is he fouled again? Yes, he is, from behind the three-point line.
And teams trying to take away things like Rudy's touches. Well, other guys have to step up and find their spots.
The lead was 9 for just a tick.
When great defense is played and he's on the receiving end of those passes, that's what you get.
40 for 40 for Clarkson.
He'd show up somewhere there. He was a great one too from the three-point line.
Highest scoring game in a Jazz uniform for Clarkson. His career high is 42. Royce O'Neal puts a body on him, slips by, puts up the shot, bounces out, and it's tapped up and in. Tobias Harris, by the way, second highest scoring game of his career. Donovan been trying to add to his career high tonight. Howard's been tough in the paint. Rudy with a swat. Get out of here, Dwight. It'll be Philly ball with 10 on the shot clock. 1:21 left. Simmons on a twist inside. Rebound O'Neal.
I think there's such thing as a O'Neal effect as well. Making Curry miss that shot, but getting a great opportunity on the other end.